Hello and welcome to your reading. If this video found you, it is meant to help you figure out what it is that we need to do in order to release whatever might be holding us back, whether it's, negative thought patterns or circumstances, if it's our beliefs, whatever that is, we are going to let the cards help us know what we need to do, let go of, and what we need to do. So this reading found you, it is for you. This is one of these things where I set out the attention for it to be for the person that is watching this video. So let's go ahead and just ask Spirit, Universe, God and Goddess, what exactly is it that is holding us back, that is keeping us stuck in this pattern that we're not allowing ourselves to release from? Nope, okay, that and that one. And then these two, actually. Okay. Alright. The first card we have. You don't hate yourself. You hate not being yourself. So what I love about this is it's already telling me that we are wearing a mask, and that the mask that we're wearing is most likely given to us by our parents or society or colleagues or whatever it is. It's one of those where you know that you aren't being authentic and true to you. And because of that, you're feeling aggravated, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling tired. And it's just one of those where, if you think about it, no one wants to be acting 24/7. And this card is telling me that you are most definitely acting 24/7. You're acting how other people think you should and not how you feel that's true to you. Did you forget that you're still inside the game? Okay, so what I love about that is it's a reminder. It's a kind of a twofold reminder. It's a reminder not to take this life too seriously, because this is your one life. We have permadeath in this world. And it's one of those things where, you're still in it. You're still living, you're still functioning, you're still alive. And why I'm saying it this way is because in a video game, if you're still alive, you just need to keep moving forward to progress. And so right now, you're still in the game. No matter what you're doing, if you are living and breathing, you're still in the game. And it's one of these things where that is enough for you to keep moving forward. That is enough for you to keep collecting that experience, to keep going after, the coins or whatever it is that we're chasing after. If we're trying to save the world, depending on what video game we're playing, but you get what I'm getting at. It's one of these things where you're still in the game, so keep playing. And then also the other message that I love with it is just a reminder that, you are in a situation where you do have the ability to manipulate and work things in your favor like you would a video game. And I'm not talking about manipulation in the sense of like trying to deceive people or anything like that, but like set yourself up for success. Set yourself up in a way that's going to benefit you, that's going to help you, that's going to bring you forward by, doing things in your favor. So when I say manipulation, I'm talking about like maybe eating healthier and giving yourself a better chance to feel better, to have more energy, so that way you have a boon. When I'm talking about, giving yourself 8 full hours of sleep if you can do that, maybe learning an extra skill, doing what it is that you need to do to give yourself that extra edge. No decisions, just grooving. Another card that has twofold message, because no decisions, just grooving is all about like going with the flow, doing your thing, just experiencing life to its fullest, and that's a beautiful thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But also, it's a reminder that if you are doing that, then you're allowing yourself to just be, let the circumstances control your life. And if the circumstances aren't working in your favor, maybe we need to start making decisions. So let's figure out where you are with this one. Ooh, summon the otherworldly. So what I love about this card is because it's one of those things where it's like, summon the otherworldly. What does that mean? And like, the otherworldly in this card is just so pretty. Like, look at that rainbow steps. Look at that. I like the beautiful sky in the background. There's purple trees. How cool is that? So when I think about summon the otherworldly, I feel like it's always a reminder to like use your imagination to see things in a different perspective, to see things not necessarily as they are. And if you're a person that does have spirit guides or believes in spirit guides or angels, go ahead and reach out to them too. Reach out to those people or those beings that are going to help you. If if you believe in God and goddesses and you worship deities, reach out to those people for help, because some of the otherworldly is saying that right now it's not just a matter of you doing it, it's a matter of you working with the universe, you working with other forces outside of yourself. If you don't believe in that, that's fine. That's what your imagination is for, and that's where you can allow yourself to meditate and allow yourself to go ahead and start building something that's already not in your world, and then your thoughts will actually create your reality. Science has proven that that is true. So you can take that route, or you can work with spirit guides, angels, deities, whatever it is that you want, and see how the universe responds with that, or just the universe. Like, my big thing is I always ask the universe for things like, universe, hey, this is where I'm at, help me out, bro, or girl, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But you get what I'm saying. So some of the otherworldly is just realize that yes, you have control over what's now, what's immediate, what's in front of you, but there's also things that you can do to influence things to help you in the future. So consider that. Okay, now that we understand that we need to kind of be in the present, we need to be ourselves, and maybe kind of go outside of ourselves, let's figure out what the tarot cards have to tell us about what is holding us back, in what situation. Ooh, that one's a card. What situation we're finding ourselves in, and all that fun jazz. So, oh, that felt like a card, and then it was like, nope, we're ready to go back. Give me just a more shuffle here. Oh, okay, those cards. I was like, something's gonna pop. Okay. Oh, the devil. So that straight away tells me that we are stuck in a comfort zone. And I just want to start out by saying a comfort zone is not a level of comfort that you're finding yourself in peace in. A comfort zone is the level of discomfort you are willing to tolerate. What do I mean that? Easy example. How many dishes can stack up in your sink before you do the dishes? Or how big can that pile of laundry get before you're like, okay, I really need to do laundry? That is your comfort zone. The amount of the amount of discomfort that you're willing to tolerate. So when this devil card is here, it's telling me that we're working to get ourselves out of those comfort zones. We're working to actively make the changes. We're working to, say, I'm done with this. I really would like to have a clean kitchen. I really would like to have control of my life. I really would like to give myself the ability to not always be a victim to my circumstances. And it's a great place to be when you're already making those decisions, but it's also kind of hard because you're in that in-between phase, and the in-between phase is no fun. Another example I like to give with the devil is, say you're on a diet and you're trying not, to cut back sweets. Well, the devil doesn't force the chocolate bar in your throat. He's just like, do you want a chocolate bar? And you're like, yeah. And then you blame the devil for giving you a chocolate bar. You have the ability to make the decision whether you're going to make the change or not make the change. When the devil is in the reverse position, you're like in that beginning phase where it's still not easy to make the change that you want, but you get it right, 30% of the time. And the 70% that you fail, we tend to beat ourselves up, which is actually counterintuitive. So we need to give ourselves the grace to say, hey, this is new, I'm learning and I'm trying, and understand that it's part of the process. Failing's part of the process. Just like when a baby learns how to walk, when they go do, oop, like they fall, we don't go, what are you doing, baby? You need to get up. Why did you fall? We always go, yay! And then the baby goes, yay! And gets up and goes do. Well, okay, so you're learning how to walk necessarily. And when you go do, boop, you go, oh God, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I did that again. Why did I do that? And instead, you have to give yourself the ability to go do, boop. Yay! I ate a candy bar. It's okay. I'm just not going to eat the candy bar next time. So think about that. Ooh, the Lovers in its reverse position. So this card is always about you making decisions for yourself first, because the relationship that's always the hardest for you to love is the relationship you have with yourself. And it's always about choices. So yes, love is a feeling, it is emotion, but literally love sustains or falls based off of decisions and choices that you make. Now, obviously, you only have control over the choices you make, so that's why the Lovers is always about a you card. And when I see the Lovers in the reverse position here, I see that, the decisions that we're making may not actually be from self-love. And that's not a good thing. It could be from pressure. It could be from expectation. It could be that you're not being true to yourself, and the decisions that you're making are the ones that aren't the ones that you would want to make. So think of it this way. You are wanting to lose weight because your partner said something along the lines of, wow, you've really gained on the pounds. And you're like, yeah, you're right. I've been a little bit lazy. Maybe I should start working out again. And that's your motivation to work out. Cool? No, not cool. Because here's the thing. You should only be working out for self-motivated reasons, because you want to feel healthier about yourself because of you. If you are struggling to work out or struggling to do the exercise and make these changes because right now your lifestyle really can't sustain it, you're not going to be able to make these changes easily. They're good changes, yeah, and are going to benefit you and your partner or whoever else. But the thing is, you're not doing it for the reasons that you want to do it. You're doing it for someone else's reasons. You're still acting. So if we're going to make the changes that we're going to make, we need to find the true internal reasons, the intrinsic motivations that are true to us, so that way we can make those changes. And if right now you have no intrinsic motivation to start working out, or, to maybe lose that extra 20 pounds or however much it is, then it's not for you right now, because you probably have so much more going on than worrying about your weight. Consider that. Ooh, judgment. So what I love about judgment is it's not about, this is also 3 major arcana, and I'll talk about that in a second. But judgment isn't about you being judged by the otherworldly or by people, you wearing a mask. Judgment is about you having that oh my God, I get it moment. A lot of people call it the self-purpose card, because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I just get it. I finally understand, the aha moment. Here's the real thing about judgment, though. It's you looking yourself in the mirror, deciding if you like yourself. Yeah. So, do you hate yourself, or do you hate that you're not being yourself? And this is exactly the most simplest description of what this card means. So when I'm getting judgment, I'm getting that we need to have that look in the mirror moment and decide if we are okay with who we're being right now. We need to decide what parts of us we don't like, you don't like, what parts do you not like, versus what parts, other people don't like. Matters is what you don't like. I don't care what other people don't like. That's a them problem. 100% of them problem. If other people are judging you or saying you need to do A, B, and C, A, stop. B, screw them. C, you do you. Okay? You always do you first. As long as you're not harming yourself or somebody else, there's no reason why you can't do yourself. That came out weird. There's no reason why you can't be yourself. So, the judgment card. This is one of those where you need to look yourself in the mirror and say, do I love myself the way I am, or do I not love myself the way I am? Do I make the decisions that are for me, or do I make the decisions other people want me to make? I can tell you the answer is to make the decisions you want to make. Let's go ahead and... Oops. All right, that one came out. Let's go ahead and see what exactly we need to do in order to help us figure out who it is that we want to be, what masks are we wearing actually, what's keeping us from taking this mask off and just being true to ourselves. Let's get these 2 cards. Okay. So the first card that literally popped out was specialization. And this card is always a reminder that you have unique interests and desires and creativities. And it's a matter of you falling in love with that and allowing yourself to follow it. Because what makes you unique, what makes you true to yourself, is going to be something that other people are going to be attracted to. Think of a butterfly. A butterfly with unique markings is something that we go, oh wow, look at that butterfly, it's different. And we all love it for its differences. You're someone else who has the ability to be different, and people are going to love you for those differences. They're going to love you for that uniqueness. And if you're, specializing in something, you are giving yourself the ability to really get into something that means something to you, that has your passion, your drive, your desire. So allow yourself to get into whatever that is, whether it be music, art, something like niche science, particles or, neuroscience. Botany, there is so many niche things to specialize in that. Whatever it is that you're doing, I am just scratching the surface on specialization. There are so many things that you can specialize yourself in. So follow your heart, follow your passion, be different. Ooh, connection. So that's beautiful, because that really just goes with what I was saying about specialization, that when you specialize in something, when you give yourself that uniqueness, you're going to find yourself connecting with other people, but you're also going to be connecting to yourself, which is the most important thing, because we have to love ourselves. We have to connect with ourselves in order to just be happy, honestly, to be authentically happy, to be truly happy. So when I'm getting this connection card, it's telling me that as you give yourself into whatever that interest is, whatever that feeling is, whatever that desire, the thing that interests you, go for it, and you're going to find yourself connecting to yourself and connecting to others. Because the more connected you are to yourself, the more you'll actually be able to connect with others who are like you, who like the things that you like, or even if they like don't specialize in it, but they love listening about it, that's cool too. Like, I don't care about science, like myself. I don't care to like read science stuff or to like figure out why it does things. But when people love science and they explain science to me, I love that. I like it when people explain the science to me, because I love how passionate they are. I love seeing that, like, the fire in their eyes about it, and you can just tell that it's something that they put so much time and energy into, and I love that. And so I will listen to you talk about science all day, but I myself, I'm never gonna go into science on my own here. All right, and then the last card is clarity. Okay, that's beautiful, because that's saying that once we allow ourselves to get into whatever that niche thing is, whatever our heart wants to connect with, we're going to feel and find so much clarity about things that we're not going to question. We will just be grooving and, not worrying about decisions, because we will be so in the flow, so in ourself, that we won't even have to worry about other people and what people think about us and the rules and the society and disappointing people and whether they're going to love us, because we are going to have the clarity and understanding of who we are, and we're going to be so compelled by that. We're just going to be in it so much that you are going to be like, you know what, this is me, this is who I am, and either you love me or you don't, and then you continue on with life. And when you have this clarity from understanding who you are and just knowing yourself so much, these decisions aren't even really decisions. You are just grooving. You are just going with the flow, because you're just like, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, that's the path I'm going to take. Oh yeah, that's clearly going to be my next move. Like, you just know. So that's beautiful. Let's get one last message from Spirit, just maybe like a little bit of encouragement here to help us really understand what it is that we need to kind of just help us connect to ourselves. This card's popping out, and so is this one. All right, the first thing. Love yourself. That is literally what I've been saying this whole time. Self-love is the foundation of attracting love from others. So I don't care whether you're in a relationship right now, this moment, or if you're single. You can always deepen your current relationship by loving yourself more. And if you are single, you will find that people are so attracted to you when you're so in love with yourself, in sense of you being authentically you, that you can just wear whatever clothes you want, that you can just share your hobbies, that you can, have your niche passions. They're going to love that about you, and that's going to naturally attract more people than you having to fake it and wear the mask. Again, think of that butterfly with the unique markings. We all love the butterfly with the unique markings. Not we don't love all the other butterflies too, but like, we're all drawn to the unique one. So think of that. Put that card there. And then we have, truth. Live your truth authentically. Oh my goodness. Like, these cards are just repeating the message over and over and over again. And it's literally right there in the, you have to love yourself in order to not hate yourself. You have to give yourself into, the specialization. You have to get yourself outside of that comfort zone, and you just have to trust and make the decisions that are going to be what lead you. Ooh, healing. Heal past wounds to move forward freely. So for a lot of you, the reasons why you're living this, fake self, this alternative self that's not really you, is because someone told you that's not cool, or you're not allowed to do that, or that's not how we do things here. And again, as long as you are doing things out of love, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, then just be you. Like, it doesn't matter. You are deserving of unconditional love, whether you play sports, whether you read books, whether you're a writer, whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, whether you are a musician, whether you play video games, whatever you do, you deserve love doing what you want to do. So if the reason why you're not doing it is because of past wounds, we really need to get in deep, and we need to give ourselves the ability to love whatever part of us got hurt, so that way we can allow ourselves to fully love ourselves, to make the decisions that we need to make, so that way we can just be happy. That is your reading for today. If you want a more specified reading to help you find the answers, to help you be you, I do have a link in the description below for a private reading. This is your reading for today. I really hope you enjoy it. If you want to let me know what resonates in the comments below, I look forward to seeing them. And that's all I got for you today. Bye-bye.